Well, welcome everybody. My name is Tina McDonald, and I am the Director of International Admission here at the College of Charleston. I want to really congratulate all of the admitted students that are here with us today. It has been, for sure, the most competitive year for US university admissions. So I want to truly congratulate you for making it to this point today as an admitted international student. We are going to start with some introductions of our CFC students and staff that are here today. And then we are going to dive into the enrollment information that we have to share with you. But again, congratulations for being here today as an admitted College of Charleston student. All right, so with that, we'll start with our CIE staff who are here today. Melissa, are you here?
Hey Tina, how are you? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. My name is Melissa Ochel and I'm the Director of the Center for International Education here at the College of Charleston. We are really looking forward to welcoming you to campus in August. Welcoming new international students is one of the most exciting parts of our year. We really enjoy showing you the campus and Charleston, so we look forward to meeting you in just a few months. And let me turn it over to my colleague, Stephanie Colombo.
Hi, everybody. As Melissa said, my name is Stephanie Colombo. I'm the International Programs Coordinator here in the Center for International Education. So you've probably been receiving emails from me here and there or from our international students at cfc.edu email address. So we're here to help answer any questions that you might have and just excited to help you have the best experience possible. So welcome.
Hi, everybody. My name is Ethan Bain. I am a student here at the College of Charleston. I'm a senior originally from Nassau, Bahamas. I'm majoring in economics with 2 minors in data science and business administration. Nice to meet you guys.
What's up, everyone? I'm Alex Katsikadis. I'm an international student ambassador like Ethan. I am from Athens, Greece. I am a member of the Honors College. I'm a junior and I'm a psychology major.
All right, thank you, everybody. And we're going to start with our international student ambassadors and ask them a few questions to help you, the admitted students, get some insight into their life as an international student at the College of Charleston. So first, let's start with the question, why did you choose to enroll at the College of Charleston?
So, I mean, the simple answer to this question, it's kind of cliche, but it felt right. It felt like a home since the first time I ever toured the campus. The city and the campus are both beautiful. The people are kind and always willing to help. And the atmosphere of College of Charleston really allows the students to flourish and take advantage of any situations that are given to us. The College of Charleston is also in the middle of the city, which allows us to walk around and explore it very easily. And it's a great place to grow both as a person and also as a student.
Similar to Alex, my first answer to this question is a little bit cliche. It's the weather. The weather in Charleston, South Carolina is beautiful, some of the best in the country. And the second reason I think why I chose the College of Charleston is because of the campus. Like Alex said, it's the middle of the city. It's very walkable. You get to meet a lot of people. And then also the campus size. The College of Charleston has around 11,000 students here. It's not a big school and it's not too small. It was the perfect medium-sized campus for me. So that's why I chose CFC.
Great. And how did you both choose your major? Is there any type of assistance that you received from the college to help you do that?
Yeah, so my major, like I said, is economics. I came into the College of Charleston always knowing that I wanted to do some sort of business, but I came in originally as an international business major. And how I ended up on econ, I took some introductory business classes, some introductory economics classes, and I turned to loved it. And then some of the assistance that I received, I had a lot of meetings, one-on-one meetings with my professors. The professors here at the College of Charleston are great. They're willing to help with anything that you need. So I had some meetings with my professors and they were able to help me come upon my major.
For me, I was always pretty set on choosing psychology as my major, but coming to the College of Charleston and taking my first psychology courses here on campus just helped me reinforce that. All the faculty members at the school are extremely supportive and passionate about what they teach, and they just want to see their students succeed. There's also a lot of great opportunities in Charleston, jobs, internships, or shadowing experiences. And professors will often recommend those, and that really helps students determine whether the path they're trying to pursue is really what they want to do with their careers.
What is a typical day like for you as a College of Charleston student, and how much time is spent in class versus activities outside of the class? And then what is life for you like on the weekends?
So a typical day for me at the College of Charleston, I usually like to take my classes in the morning. I take 2 or 3 classes per day for about 2 to 3 hours. I usually go to the library after, do some schoolwork, and then I try to do some exercise, whether that be going to the campus gym or playing some tennis or playing basketball at the intramural courts. After that, sometimes I'll go to dinner out with my friends since Charleston is a city. The campus is downtown, so it's very accessible, very easy to go to. And then, like I said, since Charleston's a city, there's a ton of things to do on the weekends. There's a lot of activities to do around town. There's a lot of great restaurants, streets for shopping. There's 3 beaches that are 10-15 minute drive away. So really whatever anyone is interested in is usually here present in Charleston.
Similar to Alex, I prefer my classes in the morning. So typically I have my classes for the first 3 or 4 hours of the day. And then in the early afternoons, I spend some time working on campus. I have a few jobs here on campus. And then in the late afternoons, I normally either, if I have a lot of homework to do, I'll go home and do some homework, or I'll take that time to spend with my friends and maybe, like Alex said, go and have some dinner with my friends. There's a lot of wonderful restaurants in Charleston. So sometimes I try to take advantage of those. And then on the weekends, I love to go on walks. So coming from the Bahamas, being so close to the water, I often find myself walking to the Battery, which is where it's where the water here is in Charleston on the peninsula. And I go there and I read a book, or I go and try a new coffee shop. Is one of the things that I enjoy doing on the weekend.
All right, and our final question for our international student ambassadors: do you have any advice for new incoming international students?
So the one piece of advice that I have for incoming international students is don't hesitate to reach out to people, and don't hesitate to step out of your comfort zone. I know that coming to a new country, for me, it was very challenging, very new culture. You have to meet a whole new set of people, and I understand that can be intimidating. But don't hesitate. Charleston, there's wonderful people here, very, very friendly. So don't hesitate to step out of your dorm and go explore the city and go and meet new people.
Yeah, I mean, I completely agree. That was probably my main piece of advice, to always reach out, never be afraid to make a new connection. I mean, everyone in the College of Charleston is extremely helpful. They're always reaching out, seeing if they can offer any help with whatever it may be that can concern you. I, for example, am emailing Melissa every 2 days about whatever I may need. So yeah, people are extremely helpful, and that goes with other students and making new friendships too. Everyone comes to college without knowing anyone, looking to make new friends, looking to make new relationships. So yeah, don't be afraid to reach out, be open, and be willing to meet new people.
Thank you both, Ethan and Alex. And on that note, this is my email address. After this session, if you have any questions for myself or Ethan or Alex, please email me directly and I can put you in touch with them directly. And I forgot to add in the beginning of this, if you do have questions throughout the session, please enter them in the chat or in the Q&A box, and we will be sure to answer all of them at the end. All right. Okay, so we are going to transition next into our next steps for international students. As an admitted international student at CofC, I have certainly sent you this link before, so you may be familiar or may have already completed some of the steps on this checklist, but we're going to take a few moments to just go over each step. And again, if you have any questions, feel free to ask in the chat. And I'm always available via email afterwards as well. All right, so the first step towards your enrollment at CofC is to pay your non-refundable enrollment deposit. This is a $400 deposit that you'll pay online via the My Charleston platform. So My Charleston is a really important portal website for you as a CofC admitted student. When you do become a CofC student, this is your business service center for all things related to academics and administrative information at the College of Charleston. You're going to use My Charleston to register for your classes, to pay for your tuition bill. So it's really important to log in and to get a sense of what My Charleston offers, even as an admitted international student. So the first time that you log in to My Charleston, you're going to have a one-time initial username, and this is actually your CofC ID number. We also call this your CWID number. That stands for college-wide ID number. And this number is within your online acceptance letter. So if you don't have that available, you can always email me to ask, but that's always where it is for you. Your initial password for your first time logging in to My Charleston is going to consist of your CofC ID number, along with your date of birth in this format, plus a capital A and an exclamation point. So it's a unique login for your first time. After you use this to log in, you'll be able to create your own unique password that's just for you. And then once you pay your enrollment deposit, then you'll receive an email that has your CofC email address, which will consist of typically your last name and the first initial of your first name at a g.cofc.edu email address. All right, so if there's any questions about logging into My Charleston for the first time or any issues that you have, definitely contact me and we can help you with that. So once you have logged into My Charleston, paid your enrollment deposit, indicated to us that you will enroll for fall 2022 at CofC, one of the next steps is to consider on-campus housing. We do guarantee on-campus housing in our residence halls for all incoming new students. We do encourage especially all international students to live on campus. It's just really easy to get the support that you need to meet new students, especially when you may be coming from the other side of the world. It's a great way to immediately integrate onto our campus. One thing to note about the housing process is that you must apply for housing by May 1st. And this is a really strict deadline of 11:59 p.m. on May 1st. Please also note for on-campus housing, you do have to pay your CofC enrollment deposit, number one that we talked about here, 24 hours in advance of applying for on-campus housing. This is just because it's an overnight process to process your enrollment deposit to then allow you to complete the housing application. But once you do that, the housing application is also accessed via My Charleston. And you'll really be able to indicate a lot of personal preferences about your living preferences, your lifestyle habits, and also what you're looking for in a roommate. If you do click on our housing website, you'll see a lot of information that is helpful for students that may have never been to our campus before. One of the things that I always want to make sure that new incoming students know is that we do have a YouTube video tour of, looks like it's not available for me right now, but we do have YouTube video tours, oh, there we go, of all of our residence halls on campus. So I really recommend looking through this and seeing for yourself exactly what the inside of all of our residence halls and dorm rooms look like if you haven't had the chance to visit our campus yet. There's also on the housing website, there's also a really helpful YouTube tutorial about the roommate selection process, about the housing application process. So I encourage you to look at that as well if you have any questions about applying for on-campus housing. All right, number 5, register for admitted student events. If you're viewing this session right now, you're on top of that and you're all set. Number 6, sending university transcripts. So this may not apply to all incoming international students. Certainly, if you are an incoming international transfer student, this will apply to you. You may have already submitted your official transcript when you applied to the College of Charleston. In that case, if you are currently completing a semester at your current university, then we will need your updated final official transcript from the university in order to complete your transfer credit evaluation. So that would be done over the summer, and you would submit your transcript, your official transcript, to College of Charleston via one of these ways. Okay, so for your transfer credit evaluation, this is also going to be viewed within My Charleston, and incoming transfer credit also applies to students who may have taken any advanced classes in high school. So that would be AP classes, international baccalaureate classes, or A-level classes. So if you've taken these classes and taken the exam for these classes, please make sure that you submit the official score from the testing agency to the College of Charleston. To view how your exam or your transfer credit was evaluated, you'll log into My Charleston and click on the Academic Services tab to access what's called Degree Works. If you haven't submitted the official scores or official transcripts yet, of course, that won't be updated, but please make sure to check on that over the summer and certainly before the fall 2022 semester starts, so that your transfer credit evaluation is accurate and up to date. All right, so we have a in-person 2-day new student orientation for all incoming new students at the College of Charleston. I'm actually gonna go directly to their website right now. And from here, you'll be able to see exactly when the orientation sessions are offered. And we have a special orientation session that is the last session, session 11. And this is often the best one for international students because it is for students that live far away. You'll see it says further than 700 miles away from Charleston. This also allows you to easily arrive on campus prior to the first day of the mandatory international student orientation, which is a separate orientation for F1 visa holders and our Center for International Education. They will talk a little bit more about that later on in this session. But the orientation is a great chance for you to get to know other students on campus, other new students. You'll learn how to register for classes, meet a lot of the departments on campus, and learn about all the resources that we offer to students at the College of Charleston. All right, so this may be something that you're not able to do yet if you have not already graduated from high school, but for our incoming first-year students, it is very important to make sure to send to College of Charleston your final official high school transcript. This is what verifies to the college that you have successfully graduated from high school, which is certainly a requirement for enrollment. And you'll see there's 3 ways that you can submit your final official transcript to the college. If you applied via the Common App, typically your school counselor can upload your final school report via the Common App and will receive it that way. Or you can have your counselor simply email it directly to this address listed here. An official transcript is deemed official when it comes directly from the institution, from the school, and not from the student. So just please keep that in mind. All right, and you again may have already taken care of this when you applied to the College of Charleston, but if you have not already submitted your official English proficiency test scores, if that was a requirement for you to apply, then please do make sure to do that. This will also be required in order for us to issue your Form I-20, which we'll talk about a little bit later. But again, an official test score is deemed official when it's sent directly from the testing institution and not directly from the student. So if you have any questions about that and the test that you took, please feel free to reach out to me. Immunization forms. So you will see the required immunizations listed here. You will actually upload your immunization form and record directly from our College of Charleston website. And there's a link here that directs you exactly how to do that. Please take care of this sooner than later. If you do not, or if we do not have your immunization record showing proof of these vaccines prior to the start of class, then you will be prevented from registering and attending class on campus. So again, I would get started on this sooner than later, just to ensure that the College of Charleston has time to check and make sure that we have everything for you. I get a lot of questions about the COVID vaccine. We don't require the COVID vaccine in order to enroll at the College of Charleston, but of course you do need that to enter the United States. So if you have any questions about the vaccine that you took and if that is permissible, again, feel free to reach out to us. All right, so for the Form I-20 and your F1 student visa, some of you who are on this session may have already received your Form I-20 from CFC. If you have not received it yet, you should have received an email from me at the time that you have deposited and indicated that you will enroll at College of Charleston, outlining the documents that we require in order for our Center for International Education to create and send your Form I-20 for you. So the first step in receiving your Form I-20 is completing our Certificate of Finance form. This is a form that outlines the estimated cost of attendance for the next academic year at CFC. You'll fill out page 1 of this form and also page 2, where on this page you'll indicate what your source of funding is for that estimated cost of attendance. And we will include on this any CFC scholarship or academic or athletic scholarship that you may have received from the college. Deduct that from the estimated total cost of attendance, and the remainder is what you need to show proof of funding for. The proof of funding is shown via a bank statement or a bank letter, and you'll see the requirements for what that bank statement or letter must show here. And then you and your sponsor will sign here, and you'll sign at the bottom. So this form is what verifies to us that you have the necessary funding to live and study full-time in the US as an international student. If you have any questions about those forms or about completing the form, again, we're happy to answer during this session or via email. You may be transferring from another US institution, and you may already be in the US either at a high school or a university where you've already received your F1 visa. And in that case, you would most likely be a Sebis Transfer if you are still here in that academic program and in the United States. So in that case, we would issue you our Sebis Transfer form, which is an online form now, and fill out these questions along with your designated school official at your current institution. And you would also be required to submit our Certificate of Finance form. So once we receive those required documents from you, then our Center for International Education, they are the ones who create and send your I-20 to you. So again, some of you may have already received your I-20, and in that case, then you're able to apply for your F1 visa via the DS-160 form online. And with that, I am going to pass it on to our Center for International Education to talk a little bit about their services on our campus.
Sorry, thanks, Tina. Tina, would you be able to give me screen share permission?
I think you should have it. Do you not? Oops, sorry. Sorry, Melissa. I think you should have it now.
There we go. Thank you so much. So I wanted to share with you this page, which is a good resource center for those of you who are getting ready to come to the College of Charleston. So there's information, as Tina mentioned, once you have your I-20, which we will be emailing to you. Once you have it, you're going to print it out, sign it, and then you will use that to apply for your F1 visa. You can check how long the wait time is at various embassies and consulates online to get an idea of how long it may take you to get an appointment. It is possible that they may waive you out of an in-person interview. So it's possible that you may just be mailing your documents to the embassy or consulate instead of having to go in person. So just keep that in mind as you are making your plans to get your visa. There's information about arriving on campus. So as Tina mentioned, we recommend that you plan on attending that last new student orientation in August. And if you do so, we recommend that you arrive on Wednesday, August 17th. So we will pick you up from the airport. You'll submit your travel plans, and then a CIE staff member and some of our volunteers through the Cougar Ambassador Program will actually meet you at the airport. So that's a great way to get settled in when you first arrive. And then, like Tina mentioned, we will do an orientation on Friday the 19th with everyone. So we'll actually do half of our orientation virtually over the summer. We haven't set a date just yet, but we'll send out that information. So Stephanie and I will share with you during the virtual orientation session information that'll help you actually travel to the US and pack your bag and those sorts of things. And then once you arrive on campus, we'll talk about campus resources and of course immigration, so that you know all of the various rules that you need to keep in mind while you're here studying. We'll talk more about health insurance. There's a campus tour here. There's lots of really great information. So this is a good place to start. We will enroll you in a course, not really for credit, but in an online course in the online course platform that the college uses. It's called OAKS. So they will be modules for you to review. So this is a really great resource center for you to learn more about things that would help you get settled once you're here in Charleston and make your preparations. So you will be getting a welcome email from us when we're ready to issue that I-20. So Stephanie will be sending you that and enrolling you in the OAKS course. So that is a great way to learn more about life in Charleston as an international student. And I'm going to turn it over to Stephanie to talk a little bit more about some of our other welcome activities, as well as the Cougar Ambassador Buddy program that we have.
Yeah, thank you. So I don't have any fancy slides or website to show you, but we do have an exciting welcome week schedule for August. So when students arrive here on campus, we make sure to connect you with our Cougar ambassadors. Those are CFC students who have volunteered their time to be paired up with our incoming international students. So once you have paid your deposit and we're getting you through the process of getting you set up to attend CFC, you'll receive an email from me about an introduction form that you need to fill out. That tells me more about you and your interests, and that way I can try and make you the best match possible with one of our Cougar ambassadors. I try to pair you up based on shared interests. So please, when you're filling out that form, be as thorough as possible. So you will receive your buddy hopefully in May. And then you'll be able to connect with them over the summer and then meet them in person in August when you arrive. So we'll do a shopping trip to Target. We'll have an ice cream social. We go to the beach, which is always a very fun day. We also will do other events throughout the semester. So harbor cruise, maybe visit some of the local plantations. We're still working on that schedule. But yeah, always very exciting to, experience Charleston together. And then we also have a Facebook group that we'll invite you to join, as well as a WhatsApp group where you can connect with your fellow international students and with those Cougar ambassadors to answer any questions that you might have, get excited about all that you are about to experience. Did I leave anything out, Melissa?
I'll just mention the bedding piece. As Tina mentioned, you guys can see videos of the residence halls. Please note that no bedding is included. It is just a mattress. So you will need to have a pillow and sheets, towels, blankets, those sorts of things. And Stephanie and I will send you information about how to order that in advance. If you would like to, that's a good way to have a good first night when you arrive in Charleston. We also collect donations every year from international students who are leaving. So we have a lot of items that you can take and use until you get your own, or just borrow for the duration of your time here. We have international students who, some of them only come for a semester or a year, so they have items that they aren't going to take back home with them. So that's a good resource. So you can go shopping in our donations when you arrive as well.
All right, anything else from CIE? Okay, well, it doesn't seem like there's any questions in the chat or the Q&A. So please do enter them at this time if you have any. But if not, I just want to ask Ethan or Alex if there's any last minute tips that you may have for students in terms of what to bring or anything prior to their arrival on campus.
One piece of advice that I have is do not bring a giant winter coat. If you're coming from a cold place, that won't be any use in Charleston. So just keep that at home.
Good advice. I think I remember one of our international students in past years also said a good thing to bring, or at least purchase when you get here, is an umbrella. So it does rain sometimes here, especially in the first part of the semester when you first arrive in the fall. So rain boots or an umbrella would be helpful too.
I thought of one more thing, Tina. I should mention that we have SIM cards in our office. So if you're bringing with you a cell phone that's unlocked and you want a pay by the month US phone number and data plan, we have those available in our office when you arrive. So if you want to do that to get a US phone number, that's an option. Otherwise, there's other options in Charleston, but that's an easy one if you'd like a US phone number.
Great. Well, thank you so much, everybody, for attending. And again, congratulations to all of the admitted international students. It is a feat just to be here viewing this session. So big congratulations to all of you. And we're always available via email. So please do not hesitate to reach out with any questions that you may have, whether it's regarding your enrollment, F1 visa process, anything that we can help you with. All right. So with that, a big congratulations, and hopefully we'll see you all on campus in August. Goodbye, everybody.